Leviticus 22. Make sure to like, share, and follow. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Tell Aaron and his sons that they must deal respectfully with the Israelites' votive offerings, and they must not profane my holy name, which they are consecrating to me. I am Yahweh. Say to them, throughout your generations, any man from any of your offsprings who comes near the votive offerings that the Israelites consecrate to Yahweh with his uncleanness on him, that person shall be cut off from before me. I am Yahweh. Anyone from Aaron's offspring, if he is afflicted with a skin disease or a fluid discharge, shall not eat in the sanctuary until he is clean. And the one who touches any unclean person, or a man from whom an emission of semen goes out, or a man who touches any swarmer that is unclean for him, who touches a person who is unclean for him, due to whatever his uncleanness, a person who touches such a thing shall be unclean until the evening, and he shall not eat from the votive offerings, except when he washes his body with water, and the sun sets, and he shall clean. Then afterward he may eat from the votive offerings, because it is his food. He shall not eat a naturally dead body, or a mangled carcass, so that he becomes unclean by it. I am Yahweh. And they shall keep my obligation, and they shall not incur guilt because of it, so that they die through it, because they have profaned it. I am Yahweh who consecrates them. No stranger shall eat of the votive offering, nor shall a temporary resident with a priest or a hired worker eat the votive offering, but a priest, if with his money he buys a person as a possession, that one may eat it, and the descendants of his house themselves may eat his food. And the priest's daughter, when she marries a layman, she herself may not eat the votive offering, but a priest's daughter, when she becomes a widow or divorced, or there is no offspring for her, she returns to her father's house as in her childhood, she may eat from her father's food, but no layman may eat it. And if a man eats the votive offering unintentionally, then he shall add to it a fifth of it, and he shall give the votive offering to the priest. And they shall not profane the Israelites' votive offerings that they present to Yahweh, so cause them by their eating their votive offerings to bear guilt, requiring a guilt offering, because I am Yahweh who consecrates them. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and his sons and to all the Israelites, and say to them, anyone from the house of Israel or from the alien in Israel who represents his offering for any of their vows or any of their free will offerings that they present to Yahweh as a burnt offering, it must be without defect to be acceptable for you. A male among the cattle, among the sheep, or among the goats, you shall not present any animal in which is a physical defect, because it shall not be acceptable for you. And if anyone brings a sacrifice of fellowship offerings for Yahweh to fulfill a vow, or a free will offering from the cattle or from the flock, it must be without defect to be acceptable. There must not be any physical defect in it. The blind or the injured or the maimed or the seeping, or one with a skin disorder, or one with a skin eruption, these shall not present to Yahweh, nor shall you give from them an offering made by fire on the altar for Yahweh. As for an ox or sheep that is deformed or that is stunted, you may present it as a free will offering, but for a vow it will not be accepted. And you shall not present anything for Yahweh with bruised or shattered or torn or cut off testicles, and you shall not sacrifice such in your land. And you shall not present your God's food from any of these by the land of a foreigner, because their deformity is in them, a physical defect is in them, and they shall not be accepted for you. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, When an ox or a sheep or a goat is born, then it shall be under its mother for 7 days, and from the 8th day and beyond it is acceptable for an offering made by fire for Yahweh. And you shall not slaughter an ox or a sheep and its young on the same day. And when you sacrifice a sacrifice of thanksgiving to Yahweh, you must sacrifice it to be acceptable for you. It must be eaten on that day. You must not leave over anything from it until morning. I am Yahweh. Thus you shall keep my commands, and you shall do them. I am Yahweh. And you shall not profane my holy name, so that I may be consecrated in the midst of the Israelites. I am Yahweh, who consecrates you, the one who brought you out from the land of Egypt to be God for you. I am Yahweh. May God bless you, and may God bless the reading of his word.